well, I would call the Centennial class, because prep was founded in 1872. So we were the first class to graduate in the new prep century.
Okay, imagine.
73, yeah.
So we came in 69, coinciding with your arrival in the prep faculty.
Okay.
All right? And there was a lot going on in 1969. Bob and I were reminiscing about this before.
Psychedelics, right?
69 into 70, remember the calendar years?
Yeah, okay.
The school academic years for both calendar years. So, you know, the more you start thinking about it, there was a lot happening. I mean, Beatles' final album, Abbey Road, came out in 69.
Yeah.
That summer, Neil Armstrong walked on the moon that July.
Right.
All of this in anticipation of us starting prep in September. They were building the World Trade Center.
Right.
Yes. We
Right.
know because we monitored the progress from the docks while smoking marijuana. And I was watching her. Yeah, she was a pinup girl on a lot of locker room doors, including mine. She was a Time Life magazine centerpiece.
See, I had Joe Namath on mine.
There's Joe Namath getting the medal from John Lindsay the mayor. But the question we used to ask ourselves when we watched the towers coming up, never imagining that they would one day fall, was, so if the towers fell, man, do you think they'd reach us? And the reply inevitably was, I don't know, man, but we'd probably drown from the splash. So, the dramatic sonate.
John Scanlon, remember
Jack
that?
Scanlon. Jack Scanlon, his father's okay, very good fun.
Mr. Benitolo, I had him with
Benitolo
Latin.
was my home teacher.
Okay.
Right? And Charlie Rooney, we mentioned before, was a prince among men. And of course, there are quite a few others that I ran out of time trying to get cut and pasted.
Okay.
Right, Father Foley.
But of course, there was you. Right?
See that little gray spot there?
Yes. There was Mr. Rogers.
Remember that picture?
Who was a dynamic, eccentric personality on the faculty that we have never forgotten. What was happening academically? Okay, my introduction to Shakespeare, which I later wanted to study in university though, came through you.
Is that right?
You did
The old Merchant of Venice.
The Merchant of Venice. You read the entire play out loud over a period of weeks.
There was a method for my men.
There was an excellent method to your
Yes.
What else was happening academically?
Okay.
We had this English textbook, which wasn't very suited to your preferences, because you supplemented all of this with what you will later receive as a portion of the Rogers papers. Every
That's
day,
right.
you would come in with a lesson plan, mimeographed in that bright bluing
Yeah, that's
right
right.
on your thumb. You hand it out to each and every one of us every day during the course of freshman year.
That's right. I was afraid that you'd find out I wasn't so smart.
No, quite the opposite. And of course, we studied Latin. We studied something. Now, who is this man?
You know, I found the face.
You know the face because you used to reference his work and his
That's not Monroe
teachings.
Beardsley.
It is Monroe Beardsley.
That's what it is?
It is Monroe Beardsley. Okay?
You know I have that book at home? And I remember...
You used to cite Monroe Beardsley
is.
constantly.
Yeah.
And we
That's
used
the
to
way
say-
he looked then, huh?
He was, it was like 59. So he was an established academic. I think he was at Harvard. I think he made his claim at Yale. I think he was from Yale.
Well, he was from Yale. He ended up at Skidmore. And I
Yes.
know this because, believe it or not, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I said, let me brush up a little bit on this. I opened up my book and I saw on you turn everything to the internet today, right?
Yeah.
And he ended up dying at Skidmore.
Really?
Yeah. And, you know, at a ripe old
He was
age.
a very well celebrated philosopher.
Yeah, well, oh, yeah, he is.
Now, I don't know if you can read this, but I believe this is your alma mater.
That is correct. Moorhead State.
And we couldn't help but notice that everything that had to do with you had a unique sound.
Yeah.
Monroe Beardsley. Moorhead University. It started to have a certain
Yeah,
rhythm.
sure. Homer Philson.
And I think it all contributes to the Rogers persona that left an indelible mark on all of us.
Yes.
Why?
That looks like,
That's you?
that was one of my expressions.
One of your intimidating expressions. Which
What
could
the hell
cause a
is
student
going
to
on?
freeze in his tracks. Very animated in the classroom, as we mentioned before.
Right.
A very animated, dynamic style. Good volume, great voice, you always had a magnificent voice, good projection.
How about that?
Even the kids sleeping in the back room could hear you.
I never had any
And
problems.
you
in the back of the
mentioned
room.
loquacious verbosity, because you would use words that you have any idea what No, but pretend that you do. and we'd be frantically taking notes, at least I would. You would see something.
Sure.
And if you didn't follow along, you weren't exactly very tolerant of those who were intellectually inferior. And you could be very demanding as a teacher because you gave writing assignments every week.
Yeah. Writing was the key.
Writing was
always.
the key. So, but above all, you were very passionate about what you did. You were an extremely passionate teacher.
Thank
You
you.
were passionate about learning, obviously. You were passionate about teaching us how to write properly. More so than any other teacher. I had some very good English teachers. I had you, I had Jack Casey, God bless his soul, Vince Kennedy, and Dick Kennedy, who's still with us today. I think he just retired last year.
I heard that, yeah.
But none of
Well, he was a
them,
real scholarly
as
guy.
good as they were, none of them emphasized writing as much as you did. Right. You made us write every week, and you were very demanding and very critical when it wasn't met.
Yes.
As we shall see. And you were also about communicating using words that properly expressed ideas, chosen words, because you were very careful about how you expressed yourself, and we were supposed to do the same. And helping all of us realize our potential. Those of us who were interested in English, as I later became, because that became my major in college. That awakening moment probably occurred somewhere under your watch, and your love of words. So here are some of your memorable expressions. Chime in, because each of you has. This was a phrase that you used a lot that could be both reassuring or terrifying, depending on where you were. You get the idea, because you'd come right up to you. You get the idea. Right? And you go, I think so. Or,
Joe always said, by the way, that you were easy to imitate.
the most fun.
The most fun.
Or, if he knew you didn't get the idea, then it became not a question, but a command. Get the idea?
Okay, yeah.
Right? It's like, shit, okay, yeah, I think I better get the idea. Now this one you used on me a lot, because I used to sit next to a cut-up named Tommy O'Donnell. Who used to make me piss my pants with all sorts of shenanigans, Irish shenanigans. And you would be in the middle of a lecture, and you turn around and you go, you throw the chalk glasses, you used to wear horn-rimmed glasses.
Yes.
Sometimes you go, Murray, what's so funny? Huh? Right? Now, this would happen a lot because I was always laughing when I was supposed to be more serious.
That's all right.
And I'm not sure I ever gave you a proper answer to that question. And your famous writing system was the
3.5.
3.5. And you used to really wax eloquent about the 3.5. 3.5 is the most superior writing system in the world. Why? Because I invented it. And in addition to noble savages and didactic barbarians, we were affectionately referred to as scholars. Although I think it was a bit tongue-in-cheek, because there were a lot of us who were far from being scholars.
The kids that I had at St. Petersburg were the top students I ever taught anywhere. I taught in college for a while. You know what I mean? I never met more scholars, really, potential scholars, you know, kids who understood the first time you said it, they knew it. And teaching is really, what is the kids, the second and third time count? Those are the kids that you have to teach.
Right.
But some of the kids here were amazing.
Well, it was an aspirational cry, too, because I think you wanted us to be scholars. So
Yeah, well, they are, yeah.
We had to damn well pull
As
it
I
off.
said, you know, in 1969, I figured, I wanted to change Jesuit education. I really did. I was motivated that way. Of course, they just happened to reject every idea. That's okay.
That's because they didn't get the
They
idea.
didn't get the idea.
And you taught, in writing, you taught us a lot about transition.
That's
This is another key phrase.
Yeah.
And you used to use this phrase a lot, because we knew we were now transitioning to whatever was going to come next.
Yeah.
All right! And that was the transition battle cry. So we're on to the next subject, the next point. Didactic barbarian, everyone.
That's from Monroe Beard,
Everyone-
didacticism.
Didacticism,
Yeah,
correct.
that's in
And
here.
as existentialism, which we'll talk
Yeah.
about. So some of your most famous quotations, one, now that I know your audience here, I may have to admit one. But this is how you started out. So the first class that we had for you, this was both to elevate our expectations and to terrify us at the same time.
Yeah.
He said, "Men, my job is to convert you from the ignorant savages that you are into civilized scholars with superior minds." Now that's paraphrasing, but it was.
That's about it.
It sounds very much
I
like.
gotta remember this when I get back to the place.
Ignorant savage, not just savages, but ignorant.
Ignorant savage.
Now, noble savage actually comes out of,
Part of that.
well, no, actually, it comes out of Rousseau.
Yes.
Rousseau's theory
Noble
from
savage.
the discourse on the origins of good poem.
That is true.
We use that.
You got some good stuff.
Okay, now this one, I'm gonna have to clean up a little bit because of
Okay.
errors. So every Monday, we have to give you our papers,
That's right.
and you would correct them overnight. The next day, we would know the school. And I had forgotten the assignment, and I literally wrote the 3.5 minutes before the class began. And submitted it to you, and you looked at it. Murray, I don't know, right? And you put it in the stack, and then the next day you came back and you would say, you always do like this. And you passed them out. And you came to mine, and I was quivering because I knew I was in deep shit. You said, Murray, I was reading your 3.5 last night, and I happened to be on the toilet. And I was damn near tempted to wipe my ass with it. What better praise can you get for a poor effort?
We could curse in class and smoke in class.
And those we did both.
I did both.
All right, now a little test.
Yeah.
You mentioned Monroe Beardsley.
Yeah.
Now this was very big because this was key to the analysis of literature, right?
Yeah.
You said, then Monroe Beardsley defines literature as anybody?
Emotive
Now,
and
you need to know
purport.
this. You taught me this.
Yeah, I forget it.
This is my notes.
Okay, what's the definition of literature?
Barely able to
Oral
read
or
them.
written communication that thinks with feeling.
Correct.
Well, I said emotive and
Thinking with
cognitive.
feeling about any person,
the
place, idea,
potential
event, or
of
institution.
You know, the kids that I have today can never understand.
Well, we couldn't understand it
And
either.
that is exactly what he said.
I think I have to cut that out from the film. Hank is still teaching.
And a fancier way to say that is emotive and
Cognitive
cognitive
and emotive.
purport. You know,
I mean,
that's the potential.
he was a philosopher of aesthetics, Monroe Beardsley.
Yeah.
But you kind of simplified it a little bit for us and focused
Yeah.
more on literature, obviously.
Joe,
But
I love the way you crossed out form.
I know. Form.
I can't have time to write that and then go back and cross it out.
Yes, because this was a
And you can be
regulation.
literary in it.
So he would say the definition of literature is, and you'd have to go, thinking with feeling about any person, place, idea, event, or institution. Okay, constructive feedback. These are
Oh, that's my
These are
handwriting.
actual 3.5, and I submitted, this was not the one that you attempted to, but it was probably in the same shallow end
I
of
didn't
it.
give you a 65.
You did. You did.
But I always gave you a chance to rewrite it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
But your criticisms and comments were taken to heart because they were always fair,
Yeah.
but stern, right? So, this one, little things like you wanted the name first.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I would always put my name in. Murray, are you retarded? Can you put Murray Joseph M? What's wrong? So the topic of this was to read literature correctly by stressing the simple subject in, and then we had Thor Heyerdahl. We had
Yes,
the collection
Thor
of short
Heyerdahl.
stories. Walston Massacre, blah, 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 blah. So this was one that didn't please you very much. This one you gave me an 85, but you still slapped me around.
Yeah.
And I love this because it's very.
Obviously, your time is not spent on writing any papers, but I assure you that your time will be spent on these papers.
I think it's with a little more force than that. Obviously, your time is not spent on writing these papers, but I assure you, You will be spending time on this paper. Now, that was actually high praise.
And those were my.
And then you have the
Yeah.
cheat sheet, because you had, and I learned this later on.
74, no, I don't grade that well.
Only with me. It gets better though.
But do you know I still use those FP,
Yeah, the acronym.
faulty, IS and incomplete sentence?
Correct.
Nasty. Yeah.
Now, part of the reason why my grades sucked, I think, is because the back of the notebook was probably one of what was going on. This is a bad trip even before I took it away. Anyway, we'll go through that.
What are you doing, Joe? Were you
Is
in
that
your
not
grades
Randy?
over there? 70? That's my old title page.
Yes, and when I
You
did do
how to
well,
do a title page and you turn it into words. That was good.
what do you guys notice? Is there a contrast between when I did well and
Yeah.
Yeah, there's less comments.
No notes.
There's no comments.
Okay, I'll give you 91. Get it? This one was Edgar Allan Poe's Telltale Heart, which we all might
Yeah.
have fond memories of. So who was your audience back then? Well, obviously some of us are here today.
Yes.
But this is
Herman Weber, look at on the right.
Now, Len Pascoli was supposed to be here tonight. Unfortunately, I don't think he was able to
Who's
make it.
that little kid on,
This
top
guy?
picture, little
Verpent.
kid over on the right?
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember his face, his name.
Yeah.
Pollock.
Pollock.
Frank Pollock. That's right. Do you know there was a kid that I taught here? And I told the story to my friend Jason this morning. The mother and father came up to me at the PTA. This is what my son Jackie loves you, but he's smoking every fucking class, but not yours. And I said, well, let me see what I can do, because the kid was bright, at least in my class, okay? They eventually flunked him out.
Really?
And here's what you know what he did at home? He made his own computer. Wow. Okay? At home. And I said, look, that kid should be going to MIT. Because everything we do in math at the school is designed to create kids like that.
That's right.
But they flunked him out of the car. And I mean, the kid was from Sea Caucus.
But he did well in English.
He did well in English. I don't know why. I was
Guys in
teaching-
math, you normally don't do well in English and vice versa, right?
Yeah, I know.
So it's your style of teaching that
Yeah, but but it was the parents, the mother was actually crying because she, he loves this school.
Yeah.
I said, well, let me see what I can do with teach. Now, who was, Charlie Mooney wasn't his, I could talk to Charlie.
Charlie was living.
Yeah.
But he wasn't here, right? He wasn't at prep. This kid was at.
This kid was that freshman.
Really?
He was here.
Oh, I
And
misunderstood.
they flunked him
I
out.
thought so.
He flunked three. freshman.
Yeah, he flunked two.
And the thing that killed me was, this kid was at home and he was making his own computer. I said, there's something wrong with you.
Where is it? Yeah, that's me. That's Bob Neal.
Okay.
The guy second from the right is Peter Norton. He was a good friend of mine.
Peter Norton.
Peter Norton.
I don't think he graduated with us.
No.
Most of the guys I was friends with the freshman year for. Strangely enough. Yeah.
Wow.
There's Eddie Rashudo.
Eddie Bashudo, yeah.
This kid flunked out. Scott Riley, did he graduate with us?
Yes,
He
yeah.
did? Okay. John Petrus. This guy was a complete screw up. He flunked out. This guy's name is Petrosino. This is
I remember Petrosino.
Tony Pillow. He
Name.
graduated with us.
Yeah.
Is that
Your
Paul
name is
Napolitano? Joe, is that Paul Napolitano behind Joe O'Connor?
Yes. Napolitano sat behind me. Remember, we were all alphabetically
Yeah,
arranged.
yeah.
And I was the Beatle. Remember what the Beatle was?
Sure.
Was anybody a Beatle?
Yeah.
I don't mean like.
What did they do here?
The Beatle was the first guy in the first seat,
Yeah.
and he was responsible for the attendance.
He recorded, he was the
So
recorder.
you would always sign HPR.
Yeah.
Mary, put it up. So I put it, there was a little clip, there's a little clip on the door, and we snap it out, and somebody from the prefect of discipline's office would collect it.
Yeah.
If you weren't, and if your name was on it, you were toast.
Yeah.
Here's Frank Benecool.
Yeah.
This poor guy. anybody-
Leonard Pasquale.
Tommy
O'Brien, is that-
Saw him at,
O'Brien?
This is
That you,
Tommy
Steve?
O'Brien. Who knew him?
I knew him vaguely.
Timon beat him up so bad, he left the next day. Sad part of it is we set it
Which
up.
was
so I
Tommy
was-
O'Brien?
Yeah.
The one in the middle.
This guy, our accountant, the first reunion I went to, he came up to me and said, "Mark, I can't believe you're here. I thought you'd be dead."
Ralph? No, was it Ralph? Ralph?
I know, but funny thing you said.
No.
I'll think of his name.
Clyde. Yeah, I think it's Clyde.
Tony
Gorman. That's right. Very good.
Yeah,
And you know who that is?
I think.
that's another fast food.
And that was Ralph Quagley on the right. That's Ralph.
Here's Ralph Quagley.
Yeah.
This big guy was Pat Case. I don't think he graduated with us. So.
He made it.
Did he? And this is one of the earlier classes. A lot
That's
of these
1B.
guys- I think Connolly is in here somewhere. Remember Connolly?
Yeah.
That's one class?
This
Yes.
is one class.
That's 1B.
Mr.
Berkowitz is home.
It's 35 kids.
That's Costello. Ed
Costello.
Cameron.
Who knew Costello?
Yeah.
He was my neighbor.
No.
He was my neighbor.
He was in ROTC at
I
St.
know,
Peter's
at St.
College.
Peter's College.
Yeah.
He, I don't know, whatever, he flunked out. A lot of guys flunked out.
Mike Shirazi. Oh, my God.
Oh, look at that picture.
You remember this?
I'm right in the center. Look at that. That's me and Bill, right in the middle.
Notice what's coming up behind you.
Right.
Well,
Trade.
Trade.
And one of the low chicks is next to
Look at the
me.
prep school bags. What are these?
Yeah, the prep book
They
bag.
look like bowling bags.
Father Smith.
Raklowski was a swimmer, I remember him, and Danny Wall, yeah.
All right, just a couple of things, you know, I mean, the neighborhood at that time. Forbidden sights and scenes.
Okay.
What do we mean by that? We were not allowed to go to the deli.
What is it?
Yeah, we don't
The
smoke.
deli across
Yeah.
the street. There was also a store down here later on.
Oh, yeah.
We used to be smokers. It was like a stick store or something. We were all congregated in that. Brooker would make a raid. We'd all scatter like flies. We'd buy rings.
Oh, the smoking there was
And
incredible.
Oh,
God.
not in freshman year, but in later years, it became pretty much like extracurricular activity for some of us. But if you got caught, you go to jail. Unique form of Jesuit. Unique form of Jesuit torture. Anyway, enduring influence,
Hey, there's me.
life-changing impression made on me and on many of us.
Right.
Thanks to you. Lasting well beyond freshman year. That's Billy and me.
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
That's a great picture. I
Yeah.
love it.
That's Vince
So
Kennedy, too.
once
That's
we
good.
were allowed to leave the freshman
We all had a
building,
cigarette in our hand, probably.
right? Because as freshmen, we never left this building.
No.
Right.
The students stayed put, the teachers came and went. Sophomore year, the kids moved around, the teachers stayed put. And that was fun. It's actually been Kennedy. So as far as it affected me, I mean, I became an English major in college. I went on to get my master's degree at NYU. You know, I got hired into AT&T as a proposal writer.
Whoa. Somebody
Well, I got that
taught you.
fooled.
Right.
And then, you know, pretty much used communication skills as a career lever for me in my 20 years in the corporate world. And today I do part-time teaching corporate training.
Okay.
And I do very much something that is quite similar to the 3.5 instruction presentations.
Yeah.
So instruction presentations, it's the same thing. It's
And you do a fine job there.
Well,
Yes, you do.
so there we are.
Ah, there you are.
This was
Okay.
This is the last time I saw
That's
Mr.
Mr. Mulvihill.
Yeah.
And so we are proud to present you
Who's
with
the guy with the white hair?
That's the
I
handsome,
know.
that's the handsome man sitting there. So please, let me give you the Rogers Papers, which is what this is all
And
about.
he's got the apostrophe mark in the right place.
I was hoping you'd know.
This is incredible.
Now, I really do hope this is the complete collection. That's the best that I could come up with.
No, that's fine, that's fine. There are people at our school who wouldn't believe this, okay? Because believe it or not, at the school where I'm at, students have come up to me and said, Mr. Rogers, are you acquainted with the 5-paragraph system of writing? And I said, no, tell me about it. So that happened, yeah.
But when
This
you
is
look at some
terrific.
of the stuff that you were covering,
Yes.
the philosophies of literature, as existentialism, this is a freshman year.
Absolutely. And
So
they're
English
right.
majors normally don't touch on this until college, and you're kicking this stuff around in freshman year. Crap.
Only because it was easy to teach. People think philosophy is hard to teach, and actually it's not. But I still remember those. I still teach those in varying degrees at Hudson County.
But for me,
Yeah.
it wasn't until I took a course in.
Freshman methodology, this is it.
That's it.
Subject, theme, thesis.
Yes, sir. But some of the
Core literature.
terms,
This
some of
is-
the terms didn't really make sense to me until I took a course in college called Philosophies of Art.
Yeah.
And I would, so that's what Rogers was talking about, contextualism.
Yes, contextualism, that's right.
Contextualism.
Robert Pluchek, this is all good stuff. I got away with murder all those years. Right.
And we're glad that you did. Anyway, thanks so
Well,
much.
thank you very much in all this. I told you I
Pleasure to
used
present it to you.
Thank you very much. Okay, right. I appreciate it.